welcome to Chief Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And today's tip, oddly enough, is about desiccant beads. And what I'm talking about is, you know, like when you get something like a product or whatever, maybe it's shoes or a purse or, you know, all kinds of different stuff. You'll get a little packet and it'll have these little teeny beads inside. And those are to eliminate moisture, you know, so that, you know, whether it's leather or some other material, keeps it from getting too moist and maybe getting moldy and stuff like that. Well, those desiccant beads, don't throw them away. You need to keep them and put them like in a little box in your studio. And keep them because you can use them in all kinds of different fluid media, just like you would use salt. So if you've seen any of the videos that we've talked about using salt in your watercolor or things like that, you can use the desiccant beads in the exact same way. Because they absorb moisture and fluid and stuff like that, you can sprinkle them into wet washes and they create fascinating different kinds of shapes. Totally different than salt, but in the same mechanism, the same way, but different shapes. So they're really, really interesting. So make sure not to throw those little puppies away. The other really good tip that I can tell you about those little bead packets is they're a wonderful way to keep dampness away from your watercolor paper. So for instance, we had a video a long time ago where I was talking about how I like to hang my watercolor paper up in my closet. So the sheets hang in their packets on these clip hangers, and it keeps them from warping, it keeps them from getting stuff laid on them and all that kind of stuff. But if you take one of those little desiccant bead packets and slip it into the bag when you hang it up, it keeps excess moisture from getting into your watercolor paper, keeps them nice and fresh and clean and ready to go anytime you are. So make sure you save those little desiccant beads. Don't throw them in the trash. They are very, very useful and can be a heck of a lot of fun. So try that out and hope that it's helpful for you and that you enjoy.